So this screencast is a demonstration of the FlowTraq A10 TPS integration. So we'll walk you through setting up the actual integration with one of the A10 devices, and then we will simulate a DDoS attack on our test network and confirm that FlowTraq is indeed creating protected objects on the TPS and managing the attack and mitigating it. So we've got our test network. It's receiving flows on the border at a rate of about 75,000 packets per second. That's kind of our baseline for what's happening. I just thought I'd show you that before we launch the attack so you have a sense of what things look like as well as what they will during the attack. So in order to set up the integration, we navigate over to the Threats Protections section of the FlowTraq interface. Choose our partition, and we can add, from here we can add devices and protections. So we add a device, the A10 TPS, set the IP address. We need to provide the credentials for management, and of course this is the IP of the management interface. In this case, since we're not running in symmetric mode, the next hop is irrelevant, so we just use a notional one, as well as the ASN for BGP mitigation. FlowTraq confirms that it can establish a connection with the TPS and saves the link to it. Next, we add a protection. In this case, we're going to go with the DDoS protection with a duration of 2 minutes, and in this case, just to keep things simple, we'll use an absolute threshold rather than a learned smart baseline as the event trigger. So we enable the protection. DDoS protection is enabled, and so at this point we can proceed to launch our simulated attack. We use the simple tool hping to run it. So there we go, running packets into TCP 80 just as quickly as we possibly can. And at this point, you can see that FlowTraq has already detected it and created an active mitigation. It's seen the alert and created the protected object corresponding to that IP and port protocol pair. We can now log into the Thunder, the A10 TPS, and have a look at their destination rules, and we can see that there's in fact a FlowTraq rule. FlowTraq prepends with FlowTraq, so you can see what rules it has built versus other rules. And finally, we can cancel the alert, decide that in fact that's, say we want to whitelist, that's not in fact an attack IP, or we can navigate back to the workspace and actually see what that alert looked like volumetrically. And there it is. This is what we were looking at the beginning of this screencast, and here's our alert. Here, obviously, some other simulated alerts we've done over the course of the day.